Everyone up.
Everyone in.
Time to the fun to begin.
Come along with us too.
Zoobilee Zoo.
Zoobilee Zoo.
Magic and wonder are waiting for you.
It's as close as a dream and as bright as the brightest blue.
Welcome to Zoobilee Zoom. Let's introduce the Zoobles to you.
I'm Mayor Ben. I'm here to lend a helping hand.
I'm Bill the Beaver. I'm the things on command. There's daring and adventure when lookout comes to call.
And a kangaroo named Wonder who puts music to it all.
My name is Dango. Just color me fun, and you will shout bravo once the show has begun.
Everyone, spread the zoo. There'll be so much to see and do. Just the art to
When you're in Zoobilee, 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 Zoobilee Zoo, magic and wonder are waiting for you. So come on with us now and discover the wonder of you. Welcome to Zoobilee Zoo.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to
Hi,
Zoobilee
everybody.
Zoom. We see a lot of faces here, and so what I'd like you all to do now that you're all, or many of you are in the chat, is to click your camera so that your video is muted, so that we have the larger screens, and we'll be taking questions and bringing you on to say hello and hi. And then after the Zooble thing is over, what we'll do is we'll invite you to an after party where we can do all of this. How does that sound? So just click your cameras off, and that way there'll be the 5 of us on screen. And we can just get it rolling. So welcome, everybody. I'm Gary Schwartz, also known as Bravo Fox, and we're here with Was That Kangaroo and Karen, and I'm going to unmute those Zoobles who I just muted.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Everyone. Hi,
Oh, my
Summer.
goodness. Thank you for having patience. Unbelievable to see you.
There we all are. Good. It's nice to see all these people peering in from all
Hi,
over
Ed
the
Greenberg.
place.
Ed
There's
Greenberg's here. Hey, Ed.
Hi, Jeff Olson. Oh, my goodness. Look at
Yeah.
all of those.
There's my sister Rob.
And Shelley Herman. All of those
You know
names
Shelley?
from the group.
Yeah. So
Shelley Berman is here?
How many are that? Is that the total people we're seeing that's part of the group? Oh, no, look, there's
No,
another
there are 3
page.
pages.
Oh, my goodness. Look, I'm just trying to see all the names. There's
Hi,
Stacy
Megan.
Scott.
Yes,
Where's
hello.
Stacy,
Hi,
hi,
Stacy.
Stacy.
Hi. Nice to meet you, sweetheart.
You too. All right.
Hi, Summer. Hi, Summer.
Hi, Summer.
Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Joe
All the
Jose.
people are here.
Hi,
Hi,
Jose.
remember?
Hi, Sergio.
So if you click your chat boxes, everybody, we'll be able to kind of chat with you, and I'm going to be...
Hi, Sharon Carr.
Let's see, I'm going to talk to everybody here just for a second, everyone in the meeting, and say,
Hi, Jen Cox.
hello, Jen Cox is here, okay.
Where are you reading all of this?
You click there. You click your chat box to see the chat.
Oh,
So-
check the chat box. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Please, everyone,
Hi, everyone.
I hope I don't
Now,
turn
forget
everything off
turn
here.
your videos,
Oh, hi, look at everyone. Look at you
Off.
guys. Hey, Brian.
Hi, Jeff
and
Olson.
we'll.
Hi, Jen. Okay, that was fun. I'm turning that on.
So they cannot talk back. We can't hear them, Gary.
I muted everybody. Otherwise, we'd be hearing 60. How many people?
Oh, that's
76
true, I
people
guess.
so far. So what we want to do is have you listen to us for a little bit, and then we'll all be able to chat. And Mayor Ben is sort of moderating for us, and you can chat questions to Ben, and he'll ask us the question, and we'll bring you up on the screen to talk with you about it and answer your questions and stuff like that. And so it's just we're trying to sort of get a handle on this.
Hi, Jeremy Sharp.
Wow.
Hi, Jeremy Sharp. Hi, Jeremy Sharp. I see you.
I feel like I'm in Romper Room. What's the one where you see
Romper,
people?
Stomper, Bonker, I see everybody.
No, not that one. No, Hobo Kelly. I see Jeff Greenberg. I see Ken Sharp. I see Stacy. Hi, Stacy. All right, go back. Talk some more.
Hi, Riley. Hi, man. Hi.
So here we go. So just yeah.
We're just having a love-a-thon right now. So,
Okay.
you know, this is beautiful. It's so great to see everyone.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see anybody.
Well, we
They all
look great,
beautiful,
believe us.
Talkatoo. They
You look really
beautiful.
good, though.
Some of the names, just so you know, some of you just have names like iPhone. So I don't want to say hi, iPhone.
Yeah, you can change your names in your own window. Up in the corner of your own video, there's a 3 little buttons next to your mute and unmute, and what you can do there is rename yourself. So name yourself something that you'd like
Wendy.
us to call you instead of iPhone 3.
So this is going to be a lesson on Zoom.
I
today.
know.
For
Okay,
all
well,
of
so
us.
while I'm doing this, so why don't we just start with
Who's got a question?
Somebody talk about how this all got started.
Raise your hand if you want to talk. We don't. Okay, Sandy, what's your
Sandy.
question?
No, I know. I just raised my hand. I didn't have anything to say. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So,
Bravo, why don't you tell them how it got started?
well,
A
how it
little
got
bit.
started. Whoa. Oh, Michael, go ahead, Michael.
Oh, well, we love each other, period. And when we did Zoobilee Zoo, we got together as a cast. We realized what an important thing we were doing these beautiful, nurturing television shows for kids. Well, it was important at the time, but now here we are more than 30 years later, and we realized it really was important to a lot of people, not just us. And the love that we had for each other as a cast continues. We're friends, and I forgot who it was, said, let's have a reunion. We'll get on Zoom. I know, Gary, you're a Zoom expert, so it's
Yeah.
probably you. But
Well, we started chatting on Facebook.
Yeah.
And we got a little Facebook group together to just sort of say hi. And then we tried a Zoom, and it was just so much fun. And we started reminiscing about can you believe it was only 17 weeks?
yeah,
That it was a very intense 17 weeks. We lived a
Sure
lifetime
was.
in those 17 weeks.
yeah.
I'm gonna put my glasses.
But we became kind
Put your
of
glasses on, Bird.
You are.
It's the cast of Zoobilee Zoom. All of us together, the cast. Karen,
Yes.
What?
look, we're all here. You had no idea what you were looking at before. You had-
What did I do?
I think that I just like
I'm
to
just gonna say, okay. So now it's the 5 of us here, which and we're missing Forrest Gardner, who passed away, and our friends were, we
Zoobilee Zoom artwork
not the real one.
yeah.
in the stream.
So can we get questions from people?
Yeah, absolutely. So now, if you have questions, that's basically how we all started, and we've had a few chats together, and then we said, hey, let's just do a Zoobilee Zoom because Stevie has put together this great fan page and has kind of touched base with a lot of fans, and it is true that I get a lot of remarks that Zoobilee Zoo was very important in a lot of your lives growing up. Which makes me thrilled no end because I was a child of television, and my heroes were Captain Kangaroo, and so another generation to be somebody else's TV influence is really a big honor.
And Gary and the rest of the Zoobles, imagine the fascination of Zoobaroos after seeing us with prosthetic noses and makeup. What do they look like? I wonder what they really look like. Here we are.
I feel kind of naked without my nose.
Do you?
Or maybe I look
This
the
is what we
same.
all look like for
Well, take off your
Hallmark
clothes then
version.
if you feel naked. Go ahead.
I'll take off my feathers.
Oh,
Zipper.
tell you what.
So Sergio has a question. Can you talk about what upcoming projects you're all currently working on? I'm seeing here, and I see Rip Forest, and how did it feel having a great piano for a house? It felt great, and I got to pull all kinds of instruments out of my pouch and play all kinds of instruments that, you know, I don't really play, so I feel very lucky that I got to do that just by pulling them out of my pouch.
So I'm going to share a screen just for a second to show you the backstage, what it looked like when we were doing Zoobilee Zoom.
Hey, look at that.
That's nice.
And so there's the young versions of all of us, and there's Forrest. And Cynthia, one of our great makeup people, preparing me to get a glue head to put on my ears and wigs, which
By the
was
way,
at
the
first a
guys
lot of
that
fun, but then became really a drag. And
The-
I would
the
go
band
home
that
after getting my
invented the
makeup
prosthetics.
off.
Oh, I better not.
Hey, Gary, you look pissed off. What are you so angry about?
Probably haven't had my coffee.
I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning when you were there, wasn't it? You had to come before all of us. We had calls. I remember I was up before the sun came up, and you were up before me, Gary.
Oh, yeah. But then I remember going home sometimes because I was so tired I wouldn't get the full makeup off. I'd wake up the next morning and my pillow would come with me because I still had residual glue from the wigs. But you have a couple of people with raised hands, and I'm still trying to learn and do this. So who has Melanie Kurtz has a question, and iPad has a question.
And can we communicate with Ben, who was going to let people
Ben,
be on
now
screen
if you talk
ask
to
a
Ben,
question?
Ben is our co-host, and he's fielding your questions for you. So you can type your questions in the chat to Ben, and then when he gives us a question,
I'm reading them right now. His is from Liz to everyone. Why did original Build-A-Beaver leave?
he didn't like the
I
costume.
know, I know.
He didn't
know.
He didn't give a damn.
No.
That wasn't it at all. That wasn't it at all. No, I can answer that. His name is Michael Sheen, and he's a dear friend of mine, and I knew him for about 10 years before. He was the voice of Bam Bam on Flintstones.
On the Flintstones.
I was originally auditioning for Bravo Fox, and I lost it to some guy who did an Edwin imitation. I forgot who he was. But a week later, I got a call that I was going to be coming in and auditioning for Build-A-Beaver because Michael Sheen was uncomfortable in the costume. He's more of a voice actor and not a physical actor.
Yeah.
I talked to him first before I went to the audition saying, are you okay with this? I don't want to all about E-View. And he said, no, I'm fine. And I went in and I auditioned. He did 3 episodes. I did 62 and then toured for 12 years. So he's Build-A-Beaver 1.
Yeah.
And I'm Build-A-Beaver 2.
So there
And we had a Van Gogh one too. We had a Van Gogh before Forrest.
It's
Like
like a two Darren.
And we had Stacy, who took over Wazat when you guys went on tour after the show.
Stacy
and,
Scott, who
and
was
Stacy's
on screen,
here,
and
and
we'll
we
bring
saw
her back
her.
on to say hello again when we start talking about the Stone Mountain episodes. Yeah, so sort of, so Sandy was sort of like the second Darren in Bewitched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Does that make Sandy Dick Sargent or Dick York?
Dick
Makes me a
Sargent.
dick. Makes me dick something.
So anyway,
And so Doug Shearer wants to know if we have any insights into the audition process.
audition stories, yes.
Well, this
For
audition.
all auditions or our audition?
All of our
This was
audition.
different. Yeah,
I
the
think we
Zoobilee
got
Zoo
these parts
audition.
set
I don't know
now.
how much you all remember of your auditions, but I remember it being a very unusual audition and more similar to like a Broadway audition for a musical rather than a television series audition. In fact, even remember the final callbacks were held at Catnap Studios, remember? And I mean, at a dance studio for a television project. That was unusual. But the whole process for Zoobilee Zoo was unusual. But in general, if I were to say like a tip for auditioning, I would just say be prepared. Be prepared, be yourself, and be unique. You know,
there's nothing you can do with it.
Somebody needs to mute themselves.
Can I answer the audition question?
Yes, Sandy.
For me, when I was auditioning for Bravo, I was bringing things way up. And then when I came back to audition for Build a Beaver, I really had to unconvince them that I'm only big and can do something much smaller and much more subtle. So it was a two-pronged thing. I had to undo what they knew I could do as a big, giant actor and come down and be someone who was actually much more serious as a builder and a fixer. And I was very, very, very lucky that they bought it.
Hi, Jeremy. I recognize you. Hi, Caitlin. Well,
can I just
I
say
love your song, Caitlin. I love your song.
Oh, thank you so much.
That was great.
Did you have a question, Caitlin?
Oh, no, I just got here.
Okay, no problem. Hang out. You'll be gone in a minute, but it's nice to see you.
You'll be gone in a minute.
And my audition process, what I remember is flying myself in from Toronto, Canada, where I was working as a cop as a detective on another show. And so it was quite a change to be this serious detective pulling a Colt 45 and shooting people and chasing them. And it was kind of like Miami Vice. The show was called Night Heat. And I flew down twice for this, but this is what I really wanted to do because my background is musical comedy. And anyway, what I remember is that Steve Binder really wanted us to have improv skills and be able to act like animals. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Michael? And it was really important that we have the animal gestures, and that really scared me. And so I had to really...
That's what Ed Greenberg did a lot of work with.
Yes, Ed Greenberg, who I hope's watching.
Yeah. It was really uncomfortable, but I remember, you're right, having to do that.
Yeah.
Brian,
he came to my house and he said, we're going to walk around the living room as beavers. And I said, okay, Ed, you go first. And we finally worked it out that Bill, here, he just like this, my hand like this most of the time was enough beaverness. So my hands all the time, if you watch the show, you'll realize that most of the time that I'm doing anything, my hands are in a beaver pose, which apparently
me too. I was like this. Yeah, the hands were really important. I remember that. Yeah.
But it was a challenge because we had to be human-like. We had to deliver our lines, dance, sing, but also have some sort of characteristics of the animal that our Zooble was.
Hugely important. Yeah.
So Brian Borowski asks me that he only just recently realized I was doing the voice of Ed Wynn for Bravo Fox. And
hey, wait a minute.
From Mary
I say
Poppins.
Ed Wynn was doing your voice.
Well,
of course.
So I'll tell my audition story.
Go ahead.
So
Sandy hadn't finished his, but go ahead,
Sandy.
Continue. No, it's ongoing.
Okay. So I was part of a comedy team called Schwartz and Chung. My partner Caleb Chung, who has just gotten off of a show called Dumbo's Flying Circus on the Disney Channel, he said, I'm going on this audition for actors who sing and dance. And I said, oh, well, good luck. I said, I don't sing or dance. So anyway, he comes back and he says, hey, I got a call back. I guess he was up for Builder Beaver. And I said to myself, he got a call back? Well, he doesn't sing or dance, and I can act better than he can. So I said, can I be your scene partner at the callback? And so I came back to be his scene partner, and then I got a call back. And I remember sitting at the Bravo Fox, where they were auditioning Bravo Foxes, and it was through a door that was like a glass door. I could hear everybody's audition. And they're all
I hate it when that happens.
And they're all doing these grand, actors. And and various imperious actors. Now I read the script and it said, he's egotistical and egocentric, and yet lovable. So I said, well, you know, I said, if I do the voice of Ed Wynn, you know, I could tell people to go jump in a lake and screw yourself, you know, and it's cute. So that's what I did. I used the voice of Ed Wynn, and it ended up that that was the lovable quality that they were looking for. And
It winned you the part.
Yeah, it winned me the part, exactly. And then Caleb,
I remember how much improv we had to do because the teleprompters were always breaking down.
And my eyes would always go to the teleprompters to read because I had these giant eyes, and it was awful.
I couldn't,
you know,
and
have to turn the
poor
monitor
Karen
away from me so that I could, and I mostly improvised.
And there was just no time to do it again, and we'd have maybe 1 or 2 takes. Who is this young man down here with our picture who disappeared there? Who is that? Was that somebody in our production? It looked like a production person.
Can I take a question?
Yes.
I saw a question from Summer.
Yes, Michael.
And Summer was one of our earliest and greatest fans. We would love all of the fans. Summer came to us when we were doing a live show in Maryland at a water park. And she was so sweet, and she's on with us now. And
click your video on. Let's see you, Summer.
Summer told us, put your video on, Summer. She told us the story about how she's in a medical book because she was so tiny when she was born. And Summer's grown up. She's beautiful. She has a beautiful family and a son of her own. And it's just, that is special to me, to know someone like Summer and to watch her grow up and have a family of her own and know that Zoobilee Zoo, and we all influenced her in a good way. But
I think we influenced every single person on this show, actually, Mike, who's watching us right now. I think they all have a similar story.
Yep. Summer said her favorite episode is Grown Up for a Day, and she wants to know what our favorite episodes were. And I'll start. One of my favorites is Bear Behind the Badge. And of course now, you know, crazy things are happening in our country. And imagine an early version of you Look Out Bear becoming a police officer and the responsibility that he had as a police officer in Zoobilee Zoo, and how he didn't handle it very well. But I thought it was a real great message that people in power and people with that kind of power have to really be responsible with this. So that's one of my favorites, and it was just fun and funny.
Would you like to see an outtake from Bear Behind the Badge?
Of course we would.
So let me set this up.
Outtakes are the best. Outtakes.
We have a really fun outtake reel. So Michael was going around writing tickets to everybody, and he comes on to Bravo's set during a take, and he's writing me a ticket for something. And it's just it's a giant penis on the ticket. So of course the cameras don't see that, but I see that. And then
because we would always have fun on the set. And
it was our way to survive. We'd throw each other off. Yeah. That's why it worked. We were constantly fresh. It was not scripted.
Are you going to show us your reaction, Gary?
Yes. Hold on a second here. So here we go.
I'm trying to find a place to add a picture of Summer.
Do y'all see that?
Yeah. I don't believe this. A ticket. What do you all say?
You believe this one?
Look at that. Oh no.
Yours says you're fat.
And oh, look at this. Public indecency.
It's okay. It's only $5.
That dickhead.
Okay. You're asking for it now. That's Mr. Dickhead to you, pal. Respect.
Dickhead.
Oh my!
But we went an awful long time before we started doing this. This was good.
Well, it's amazing to think how long ago it was, isn't it? It seems like yesterday, and the timelessness of this show is because the magic and wonder lives within all of us, and certainly during these times, it's nice to have that reminder.
We have a question from Mark Hess. Is Karen available?
Hear me.
Oh yeah, you know, I'll answer that. Mark, Karen is married to this guy. None of us like him. We don't like him. So yes, she's available, Mark. You can dive in, scoop right in there, Mark, and snatch her off.
Hi, Jeremy.
As a matter of fact, Mark, I have something I need to show you.
Uh-oh.
I really want to hear more questions from the Zoobles and see them on screen.
And then are we going to tell everybody?
Are you sleeping with your mouth open? Oh. Here. Sometimes it helps to roll over on your stomach. Yeah, stops the snoring. There. That's better, isn't it? Oh, was it? Isn't it wonderful? Just lying here under these stars. All cozy. Safe and sound. Was it good for you, babe? Yeah.
Cockatoo!
It's called Zoobilee Blue.
Yeah, we
That
did a
is
Zoobilee
just
Blue
for
reel.
you. That's just for you, Zoobaroos.
You don't know how awful we really are backstage. We are not at all sweet and loving and smutty.
And I was only 9 years old.
You still are.
I know.
And Mark Hess, by the way, everybody, is Karen's husband. So,
Yes.
of course, we love Mark. Always have, always will.
Well,
Mark of 70 years, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Paul Harder. Hi, everyone. I'm reading the chats. Everybody's
Paul,
saying
there,
some
you made
amazing
it, Paul.
things.
Good.
Hi, everyone. Carolyn.
What's Andy?
Did we all want to share what our favorite episode or episodes were?
Yeah.
Is that a question for all of us?
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly choose, so you go for it, Sandy.
Okay, I think Louise's favorite episode was
Mine.
I have two. One is Trading Places with my beloved friend, and I miss him every day, Forrest Gardner, who played Van Gogh. When we wrote when the script was originally written, he and I were supposed to be arguing about I could be a better painter and he could be a better builder. And as soon as we looked at it, like we did with every script we got, we said, we don't fight. We love each other. Is there a way to do this where we're not fighting each other as more of a game, a competition? And we argued that and got to do it as, let's try it. Let's do it. Let's try this different thing. And at the end, my painting was horrible, and he helped me make it better. And his building wasn't that good, and I helped make his tub better. I loved that one. And playing the fairy godmother in Tacarella.
Oh my God, you were so funny at that.
Tacarella was brilliant. I love that.
I
Absolutely,
like
all of
the
you were
Tooth Fairies. Now that you're reminding me, I remember the Tooth Fairy
were
one.
fun.
Yeah,
And,
you guys looked amazing.
We would look at scripts, and if the script said the Zooble kicks the other Zooble in the rear end, we would say we're not going to do that. There was one where we had a dance-a-thon, and there were 4 men and 2 women, and they said, well, in the script said the loser would have to dress like the woman. And we went, the loser doesn't dress like the woman. The winner dresses like the women. So we picked straws, and I got to dress up like the woman, and it was a win for us. That was the message of Zoobilee Zoom. The message of Zoobilee Zoom is we can get along, we could not hit each other, we could not fight each other, we can respect each other, and we can still be funny and have a good show. And that's why I so love our show, and I love what we did.
Can I say something?
No, sorry.
Come on, stop it.
That was beautiful, Sandy.
Well, it's true.
I just want to say that Sandy was the star of Tacarella. Even though it was a story about me beating me.
You had a beautiful song.
That honestly was my hardest episode. I apologize to you now in front of everyone, Karen. I had a hard time being
not the star of the show.
The B.
You know, I
yes,
have to say,
but it was offered to me.
I must say, it came very naturally to me to be Prince Charming.
Yeah, you were Prince Charming.
And he was, and he princed all the girls in the show backstage.
Well, I played the wicked stepmother.
He was mine.
Lover, everyone.
Just yesterday, I was telling my roommate a fun joke from that show, although I didn't remember it was from that show. I opened up the door and I closed the door. Oh, it's just Princess Lookout. Oh, Prince Lookout.
Yeah,
but
it was funny.
You open up the door and you close it on his face. Still makes me laugh. You're a funny man.
It's a frame of reference. Sandy the Beaver and Gary the Fox were the 2 Wicked Stepsisters. Michael was Prince Lookout, and I was Talcarella. And I was
Hello, Kim.
I was Cinderella, and I was made to be like Talcarella, that I never had anything but a big beak and big feet. Well, I had another big thing too with that. That's why I got the typecasting in the rear. Anyway, I was sweeping the floor and telling all these little stories, and it turned out to be that even though I had a big beak and big feet and everything, that I got the Prince in the end.
Yeah, somebody loves you no matter what you look like, or
no matter what you look like. And Sandy was the wicked stepmother. No,
I was.
Oh no, you were the fairy. He was the.
Clearly, I didn't perform well enough. I was trying to be the fairy godmother. I totally.
Every time you missed an outtake,
now that I have you all
Sandy,
here, I'd like to apologize for that.
Every time you missed an outtake, Sandy, you did James Cagney going, "God damn it."
Karen, I remember Karen and Talcarella. I remember one of the funniest lines that I had was, I saw you, you were so beautiful. I said, you have the most beautiful beak and feet that I've ever
Totally improvised. Well done.
No, it wasn't. It was in the script. You have the most beautiful beak and
such
feet.
Great acting.
It was great.
We fell in love, actually, Michael and I.
Yes, we did. Don't tell Mark.
And then I married someone else. I broke his heart.
We have a request here. We have a request here that we can play one of the songs, any one of the songs. Do you have any one of the songs that we could just play? Just for
Let me see if I can queue up a song.
See us in action. I apologize. I forget who requested that. It was a great request. And hey, from East Harlem. I love it. Jose.
Jose, I know Jose.
I didn't know you were from East Harlem. Wow, you need some Zoobilee Zoom.
We're New Yorkers. We're New Yorkers.
Yeah, you guys, right?
That's where I am right now.
You are.
Okay, let's see. Here's Zoobilee Zoom music clips from Anything for a Laugh or Was That Song. How about Was That Song?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just me.
My friends call me Was That Kangaroo. Music's what I love to do. Singing songs or playing flute all day. It's time spent my favorite way. I love the sound of an orchestra with trumpet strings, and don't forget the drummer when you're stopping by in Zoobilee Zoom. The musical thing to do is see Was That Kangaroo.
Okay, so that tail was about 10 pounds or 5 pounds, and we were in fur, and we were in the valley of Los Angeles, Havenhurst Studios, and while we shot, we had no air conditioning, and we had industrial fans on the side, which we would lean against because there was so much wind in between each shot, and we probably had 1 or 2 takes of that song, maybe 1, you know. I look at that and I go, oh, whew, I remember jumping around and singing that, and fake it till you make it.
They all loved your tail.
I had to push that thing aside and not trip over it whenever I danced, and Kat was our wonderful choreographer, but
in a small jar.
Who's talking?
Susan, I hear Susan Doyle.
Susan Doyle, I think, is making dinner, and she
talking
has
about a small jar.
I'm muted.
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna unmute the Zoobles. Unmute the Zoobles.
Sandy, I'd like you to play Sandy in. You can't hear us now.
Oh. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there. I've just unmuted.
I remember the set. I remember it being really hot, and I remember we were by Van Nuys Airport. So if we were shooting a scene, we'd have to stop it if we heard a plane, stop plane, wait for the plane, keep going. And I remember that we had air conditioning, but of course they had to shut it off because of the sound of it.
Right.
So in those costumes and makeup, we would all be kind of melting, and we would wait
Unbelievable.
cut, and then the air conditioning going on, and
in the valley, though, Michael, tell him it was the summer. It was August, and it was about 130 degrees.
The valley gets hot.
At least.
Yeah.
That's what got us our Emmy, because we didn't wear heads.
Yeah, and remember, we had to kind of
big for heads.
Didn't we have to go
all my ladies from not
outside?
wearing heads.
Didn't we have to go outside and then up those stairs to get to our dressing rooms?
Yes.
Right? So we had to go out in that heat.
Yeah.
And we weren't allowed to eat all day.
No.
Well, I was allowed.
We did.
Oh,
I was allowed to
I
eat.
ate like
We
a
were allowed to
all
slurp
day.
up our nose.
No,
we had
we
lunch.
ate. I remember Steve Binder said at the very beginning, well, we want you guys to have smoothies for lunch. And I remember us saying, no, we can't get through the day. So they would come, the PAs would come with menus when we were in makeup saying, do you want to order from what was the Good Earth today or here today? And they would go out and get us sandwiches or whatever we ordered for lunch. But
I like staying in the studio.
I
because
thought
it was
I remembered, and maybe Louise, you were one of them, but I thought, Sandy, didn't you decide that you just wanted to do the smoothie? Or did you
I didn't do a smoothie. I did Diet Coke, but that's because I had 2 teeth.
Yeah.
I had 2 teeth, and it was hard to eat under the teeth. So that was my option. But we were offered food all the time, and I remember I was rooming with Forrest, and he was religious about that Chinese salad. He had that almost every day.
That's right.
So we ate.
He got me getting the Chinese salad because it was easier.
Yeah, you love the Chinese salad.
It was easier for the PAs if we all could order from the same place. And
Hi, David Counterman. Welcome.
Forrest turned me onto that Chinese salad. And I turned him on to the. I'm sorry, Sandy.
Oh, I say I didn't eat until after we left the shoot, and now I want all of you people that are trying to lose weight, don't just eat at 10 o'clock at night. I'm just telling you, doesn't help you with your weight loss program.
There is a really cool request here, if you don't mind me. Kimberly Joan is saying, can you do your voices again for old time's sake, please? Would that be okay with us?
Absolutely not. I refuse. I
not.
simply refuse.
That's crazy. I don't think for you. That's nuts. I did his voice.
Let's go one at a time.
All right.
Okay, go one at a time. Karen, you do yours.
Okay. Shall I do my bird call?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 birds really liking each other.
I remember this.
Hi, pretty girl. Bingo.
Fantastic, Karen. Way to go, Talkatoo.
Let's call me Miss 2.
Aww.
So, Bill DeBeaver, why don't you...
Okay, I'm going to do my voice as a song for one of the people listening in the audience.
Very nice.
I'm always happy when you come around, 'cause you're my friend. You're a special someone that I'm glad I found, 'cause you're my friend. I'm so glad I found a pal to tell my secrets to. I'm always there and you know just what to do. Thank God the next part's not mine. Okay, thanks.
Did you write that, Sandy?
No, we sang it in the tour.
Oh, in the tour, yeah.
It was written in 96 for us, and we performed it many times a day in a tent in Stone Mountain in Atlanta, Stacy and I. So she has a really pretty second part.
Hey,
but I missed her, and I love her.
Michael.
Stacy's here. Do you want to do it with her?
Well, let's go through.
No,
hey,
I mean
Gary, let's just finish us all doing our voices. Okay, let's all finish. Okay. Let's stay on track. Gary,
someone's looking up words frantically, isn't she?
Look out, Bear.
Well, I'd just like to say, Bill, that I really loved when you sing, and that was one of the best songs I ever heard. And if you ever need help in your workshop, Bill, you know who to call.
You're my friend. You're my friend.
And you know what? For the next Zoobilee Zoo, for the next season of Zoobilee Zoo, we have to, do our voices, and we have to look the same.
Well, it's
That's
not
right.
hard. I think we aged pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, we aged. We certainly aged.
Hi, Zubarus. It's me, what's up? And I love you, and I'm so happy you're here. And if any of your questions don't get answered, we'll answer them in the Real Zoobilee group, okay?
And at the after party.
Is that okay with you, Zoobles? Or on our next Zoobilee Zoom?
You know what I'd like to ask everybody is, what do you think if we did a next show, if you could give us some ideas on what would be a good show and what would you like to see?
I want to do the Sunshine Zoobles.
Yeah. You know, I have to. Can I make an apology to all the Zoobaroos who are looking at these great questions, but I can't keep up with them. So I'm not ignoring you, and I don't think any of the Zoobles are ignoring you.
No.
We're having so much fun. I can't keep up with all the questions. I'm seeing great questions.
Yeah, there's a ton. We're
yeah,
going
but
to
we
save
can't
the
get
chat,
to all of them, and I'm
we
so
can
sorry.
answer some of them.
And also,
on
you
the
should
thing.
know that our original Ben got caught in traffic, and he was going to be putting your pictures up with us. So it's not our fault.
I think Paul is. I think he's with us now.
Finally got back. Yeah.
What we wanted to do is different, but that's the way it is in Zoobilee Zoo. We just go with it. So
yeah.
But next time we can have it better or different or whatever. We're open to anything. But we just wanted to meet you tonight.
Yeah.
Today. I
And
guess
I
it's
have to
earlier
say
on the West
that
Coast.
Megan McDonald, who is a wonderful, and I write to her sometimes. She just said, "You make me so happy."
Oh, that's nice.
You make me happy too.
And during these times, that's what it's about. It's like Mayor Ben says, it's Zoobilee Zoo is inside of you.
Well, you know, also, we have about a little time left before the official hour is gone. I thought this would be maybe a nice time to pick up the story in 1997 when Susan got the Zoobles in kind of a reboot at Stone Mountain, Georgia. And we could talk a little bit about those days if you want.
And didn't we shoot like 40 or more segments there?
I don't know. So Susan and Stacy, would you join us? Could you turn your cameras on and join
you
us?
Stopped it so I can't. You have to do it so I can be seen.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Where's
that voice?
Ben, can you hear me? We're looking for Stacy Scott.
Questions are so good. I hope we can save them. Can we save this chat?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. We can
Gary's
save this
recording
chat.
it.
I'm going to watch it over and over.
You know, while they're all doing that, we all really miss Forrest so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's Susan. I'm looking for
But
Stacy.
I feel like he's here with us.
Where's
really.
Stacy?
Susan, you're so short.
Stacy.
We only see
I'm
you from the
looking for
nose
you
up,
in the
Susan.
list.
Can you adjust your camera?
I want to pat you on the head.
There you go. We can't hear you.
So Susan is the producer after the 1986. What was the network we were on? What was the network? we
that
were
was
on?
KTLA Fox.
PBS.
Started on Fox.
And then it went
Susie.
into I did a couple of them, but then they did live performances, and Susan took over at that point, and
Whoa.
Stacy did Was At, and so I can probably step out or even be turned off if you need
have
more
to
screen.
stay there. But Susan took over because we were going to PBS. We first started in syndication on Fox, and because we were recorded for broadcast television, there were commercial breaks. And after we'd been on the air for a long time, Susan was able to take over, and we went to Atlanta to shoot wraparounds, and we shot all these segments, 40 or more, right, Susan? And the segments were to fill that commercial time so that then it could be played on PBS.
Susan, you need to unmute yourself.
Unmute Susan. And then
hit
also
your
the
space
live
bar.
things
Hit your
were also
space bar
part
and
of
you can
what
talk.
Susan-
Hit your space bar on your computer and you can talk.
Here's a great question coming in from Leslie Rose. It's so wonderful to see you all. One of my favorite episodes is Robot Zoobles. Was it hard getting those robotic movements down? I always was so impressed by all of your improv abilities, especially in that episode. I agree.
It was improv.
So much was improv.
Yeah.
Well, Susan's
This
trying
is
to
all
unmute.
improv.
Stacy's
Oh.
with us.
All you robots.
Stacy is with us. Who?
Yes, hi.
Hi, Stacy.
Hello.
Came
Hi,
in for the-
Long
Wildemir.
time.
Thank you for singing our song.
Oh,
here you
my
are.
pleasure. I practiced.
I can tell because I don't know if I remember the words.
Stacy,
Okay.
can you tell Susan how to unmute herself?
There should be something at the bottom left corner that has a microphone.
She can't see it.
So Hosea or
Okay.
Joe
Susan, I can't-
Velasquez.
Mayor
I'm
Ben,
sorry,
if you could try to
Velasquez,
unmute Susie,
asks-
Susan, that would be great.
wanting to know if everyone
There you
is
go.
anything like the characters you play, or is everyone different from the characters?
I'm different.
Oh,
I'm
but
the
you're
same.
similar. I think we
I'm
all have
totally the
similarities.
same. In fact, now I feel now that I'm connecting more with Wazette, I'm remembering who I am. How about that? Wazette
Yeah.
is actually reminding me
Well, who
of,
are you?
of who I am.
Well, the real kangaroo.
I guess that was rhetorical.
Yeah. Well, I thought Stacy did a great job jumping in when.
Jumping in, no pun intended.
Yeah, no, because there, we flew to Stone Mountain, Georgia. I had just moved out of L.A. and had moved into a new house, and suddenly I was gone for how many weeks was that, Susan?
Well, Stone Mountain was 4 weeks, and
4
it was
weeks.
3 shows a day, 6 days a week.
And
Yeah.
was that, I don't remember, it's a long time ago. Was that after we shot in Atlanta or before
Yes.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
after. When we shot in Atlanta, it was at the Riverwood Studios. I
Riverwood
think.
Studios, yeah.
And I think that was just 2 weeks
Is that
actually
right?
of shooting.
Wow.
Yeah,
We do a lot in a very short time, don't we?
we really do.
But
Yeah,
you
we
know
did.
what? You know,
Oh.
when you come to Broadway, and Zoobilee Zoo was the first children's musical on television. And we did
Yeah, we did
3 or
full
4
musical half
numbers
hours. That
with choreography on that show, and all the people that I know who are like in their 30s now who live in New York, they're like they're all musical theater. They've all come to New York, and of course it's down. The theater's down now, but they all came to New York to be musical theater people, and all of them were influenced by Zoobilee Zoo.
Yeah.
So I'm just so grateful that we could do that. But
Well, I think a
when you're on
Broadway show would
Broadway
be
in New
wonderful.
York, when you're on Broadway, you do 8 shows a week. 8 shows a week, every day, and more, and 2 and 4. So if you
Sometimes
get
20 shows a week, every hour.
I would like to say something that you brought that people probably do not know. It was Hallmark's idea that they would produce a show with
Hi, Jeff Fryer.
with built-down heads all theme parks, and Steve Bender convinced them that they needed to hire actors who were capable of showing expression, etc., and being real. And if Zoobilee Zoo hadn't been done that way, it wouldn't have the magic that you all brought to it.
That's it. Yes.
And
Hi, Jenny Sherrick.
Family to kids. It felt
Thanks.
like being with a real family as opposed to an animated character, for example.
Yeah, and
We're just one big dysfunctional family, and that's just
we were.
perfect.
And I think the hard work and the fact that there was so much to do kept us sort of focused on that and allowed us to sort of knit together as a group. It was either that or explode.
Well, I'm just saying something for today. We all looked totally different. We were all different colors, and I was like green and orange and blue and purple, and the beaver was gray, and that was pink, and I don't know the fox.
I was presidential orange.
He was bushy, orange.
We were ahead of our times.
We
Yes.
all got along no matter what, because
That's right.
What color was I?
We worked in Zoom.
What color was I?
Orange,
Color.
rust.
Ochre.
I'm green.
I knew that one.
We had a Zooble phone before cell phones were invented, just like this, where we could see
Yeah.
each other.
That
We were
was
the
the whole
first Zooms ever.
The premise of this was that people can get along no matter what, that you can solve things with a lot of love.
Dan Hawkins asked, how many episodes would you film when you would come to the set? And if I can just step in, we would go from each person's set, and we would do all of the scenes at Bravo's house for 5 episodes. So we had to know the storylines. And then we would pick up all the scenes at Lookout's house.
We
and
got
we do
5
all
scripts.
of those things from 5 different shows.
5 scripts to
And then
learn
they would
over the
edit them
weekend.
together.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, which we would start at literally 3 o'clock in the morning. I know Gary was there. I know I was there at 4 or 5 before the sun came up to get our prosthetic noses actually melted to our face. We didn't just stick them on with glue. They were actually melted on so they'd move with us. And then we would wrap at 5 o'clock. And when we would hear wrap, we would rip our noses off and we would stick them on a camera or on a skid and by the end of 3 months, 65 episodes in 3 months. 65 episodes in 3
And I want to
months.
say about my nose.
There were noses all over.
Hold on. You said our noses were melted on. It was prosthetic glue. What?
Oh no, they were like formed on. They were formed on.
No, it was prosthetic glue, and then PEX paint is what they used. That is kind of a latex paint.
Sandy,
to
show
blend
us
it
the
in.
noses. Sandy has the noses. Sandy.
I can't. It's melted on.
You just showed us. You have the noses. Look at this. This is like an amazing thing. These are actual
The bear,
noses.
the beaver, and the lion.
All over the set. Thousands of noses when we wrapped. I would love to have taken a picture of that.
And he won an Academy Award for all our noses. Not our noses.
No,
he
we
later,
went for
Bill
costumes.
Corso later went on to win an Academy Awards for prosthetics.
Oh, Bill Corso.
Yes.
Bill
An
Corso.
Emmy Award.
And
for
Academy Award for
the
Bill
makeup
Corso.
and
what were his movies? Star Wars and the 2. And he
very
did,
cool.
He did The Stand.
He did our
Stephen
original
King's
noses.
The
and
Stand.
now
He won an Emmy for The Stand. All of the makeup on The Stand.
Yeah, and he did prosthetics for.
And I worked with him on The Shining, the miniseries The Shining. He was the makeup artist for that.
I asked him
And it was also Francois. Remember, Bill made some of the noses. Francois Desjardins also made the noses.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And remember,
Wow,
once you
great
took off
memory.
your nose, they couldn't reapply it, or it wouldn't look natural. It wouldn't look blended in when they glued it back on. It would have to be a fresh nose every time, and they were expensive.
And I sleep with mine under the pillow.
That's
and I
why
heard
I'm
somebody, I don't
saving
know if it
mine.
was Karen, Karen or somebody said the Emmy was for makeup. The Emmy for Zoobilee Zoo was for costumes.
Yes.
Victoria,
we beat out
Victoria
Pee Wee
Bardwell
Herman.
and
our noses and everything.
Jeremy
Railton designed costumes. And,
Jeremy Railton, right.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Stacy, what have you been up to?
Well, I moved to New York 20 years ago. And yay! And I've seen Karen since then. Seen you a few times, but it's been a long time.
Well,
and doing regional theater and some TV, and just continuing
The
on
old grind,
in
yes,
the
the
actor's
acting
life.
gig, right. I saw a question go by because a lot of people want to know, in the days recently, I've become a sort of a popular video game character for a game called Team Fortress 2, actually 2 characters in that game. And somebody was asking me to do the voices of those, of the heavy weapons guy and demo man from Team Fortress 2. So here goes.
I am heavy weapons guy. Big heavy Russian with a big gun. And I'm also demo man and I drink scrumpy. There, did it.
Yay!
I want you to know that I just want to say that these things coming in now in the chat rooms are so wonderful.
Yeah.
So-
Gary, you just watch Zoobilee Zoo. You can see Zoobilee Zoo on YouTube. You can see mostly all the they're digitally mastered. Or how do you go say that?
Yeah, there's a Zoobilee Zoo channel, I think, on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah.
Here's
you can watch all the episodes, 65.
Matthew Fowler asks, here's a question. Did anyone in the cast know who Bubbles was? Do you remember your reaction to the chimp getting star billing to any one of in any one of your episodes? That's a good one, Matthew.
Well, Bubbles wasn't famous at that time. Bubbles was a little monkey who went on
was a
to be
showbiz
famous
monkey,
because
yeah.
Michael Jackson acquired Bubbles.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
After we broke him in.
I hope he
And he was terrified of Builder Beaver because I have my teeth showing. Really? And I was really sad because I love animals and I love children, and he would not get anywhere near me because it looked like I was attacking him as Bill. So if you want to get near a monkey, don't dress up like a beaver.
But we didn't have a lot of animals after that.
Yeah.
Can I answer a question from a little bit ago?
Yeah.
Someone asked, "Are we like our characters?" And my answer is, my personality is very much like Bravo Fox, but I really am someone who is much more serious and caring, and no one believes me because I have this Irish thing going on and people think I'm joking all the time. When I was in Builder Beaver and I had glasses on and my face covered and you could just see my eyes, children who don't talk to other people would come up and talk to me and tell me their secrets. It was the best experience I could ever have being that character, because people can look into my eyes and know I'm not joking and know that I'm safe and I'm trusting. So the best part of me is Builder Beaver. Is my answer.
Oh,
that's really sweet.
Someone wants to know what it was like filming the potato episode.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. I had a lot
That
of
was
fun with you, Stevie.
ridiculously silly. It was fun.
It was like you and I were like running around terrified. I had
Megan.
a blast with that one.
And didn't I direct? Wasn't I the director of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The crazy things they had us do, and we just went with it. I think we were just too exhausted to not just go with the flow, you know? We didn't have time to think.
Somebody said that they really loved Bravo's puppets, and Stevie is now the proud owner of Bravo's puppets.
I am, and I have one. This is the one I prepared for us. I hope you can see him. He has to be in front of me with this background I have.
Oh, yeah. That's Van Gogh.
I thought he could be here with us, so here he is.
Yeah.
Over here. That's it.
Well, I get to see Forrest. I get to see Forrest's ex-wife and his son Noble sometimes. I was invited to Noble's baby shower. Forrest's son has a baby, and I think another one on the way, or maybe just born.
Wow.
But Lady Gardner, does everybody remember Lady? Who Forrest was married to?
Yeah.
I see Lady quite a bit, and we work together with a nonprofit organization. And it was just coincidence. I saw her, and I go, well, Lady. And so she has invited me to continue to be part of Noble's life, and that's been really cool for me. And I thought, we're friends on Facebook, and it's neat to watch him have grown into a man and now starting his family.
Well, we have pictures of Forrest and Noble together. We have great pictures, which we'll attach on future Zoobilee Zooms. We just wanted to, meet you on this one, but
yeah. So wow.
Sandy, dear Sandy Bill, what did that small spinning wheel on your wall do for your house? That's from Colin Pittman.
It raised the property value. Not a lot. It didn't do a lot. Actually, Mr. Hand did a lot more for me than the spinning wheel.
Somebody asked who played Mr. Hand.
And what did Mr. Hand do?
And waved. Mr. Hand pointed and waved things, and I don't even know the road to get to where you were trying to take me. Mr. Hand was a very helpful friend on the set. But the wheel was aesthetic because there really was no water next to my house.
But you can only imagine what it powered in Bill's house. Probably lights, garbage disposal, everything.
A time and space machine.
Time and space machine.
That needed power.
Yeah.
If anybody has any recorded episodes that are not on YouTube, please send them to me because, I know a lot of them aren't great quality, but we started 10 years ago or more just bringing back Zoobilee Zoo, slowly but surely. And so now that's just gone viral. It's crazy on ZooTube. But there are about 3 missing. Is that right? There's about 3 missing, but, so it would be great. Just if you have better quality ones or
Somebody
anything, I'll
asked
mount
who played
them.
Mr. Hand.
We can put them on the ZoobileeZoo.com website.
It depended who was available, Gary, at the time. A lot of times it was Brad
or Ken,
our stage manager, or Brian. It was normally Brian who worked on the set as well.
Yeah.
Brian normally did Mr. Hand, and we give him a hard time when he'd be back there. Oh, you messed up. You ruined the whole scene.
Here's a little clip.
But sometimes Brad would do it.
Here's a little clip at Builder Beaver's house.
Hey, remember we made a date to go fishing? Hi, look out! Hi, Bill. Hey, remember we made a date to go fishing today?
Yeah, I remember, but I can't go fishing today.
All right.
He's the cutest bear I've ever talked to.
I'm laughing.
We did
Bear makes me
nonstop.
laugh. The bear
We
makes
didn't
me
even know
laugh,
when
so.
we were filming or when we weren't.
Yeah.
You know? It
Oh,
was
yeah,
just
you
like a
can tell.
continuous thing.
So I tell you what, we are at the end of the hour, and we can
no.
continue on in a kind of this after party mode. I don't feel like, but I think we should let people kind of come on and say hello to us. And what we can
Love
do is
that.
I can break
I would
us
love
up.
to.
I could also break you into breakout rooms with each of the Zoobles, and you could all have chats with smaller groups, because there is 76
Hey, Gary.
people
Gary,
here.
can I just say, this has been so much fun for me to not just to reunite with you guys, the cast of Zoobilee Zoo, Susan, of course, but also get to be with people who have appreciated Zoobilee Zoo over the years. And if there's any interest, I'm so happy to do another Zoobilee Zoom together if everybody wants to. I'd love to do it if there's interest. But I got to say, this has been so fun for me and so neat to be a part of it.
And give us your suggestions on the group. Just give us your suggestions. If you feel we didn't answer your question, just give us another chance. Ask us on the next one or send it to us on the group.
So I
just
tell
give
you
me
what,
the lead poll.
Yeah, I tell you what, let's have everybody kind of come on screen and let's see.
Turn your cameras
Let's
on.
have everybody turn their cameras on.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Gary.
Hi, Jamie. Hi, Megan. Megan, put your camera down. I can't see you. Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Okay,
Hi, Sherry Freed.
Hi.
Okay, Jenny.
Honey.
Who's there?
Hi, Jamie Schmidt. You've got New York behind you.
Yeah.
Is that a backdrop or is that your window?
No, this is a backdrop. I mean, I really know.
I can't see the
Ruth.
So I muted everybody just for a second. And if you want to talk, the best thing to do is just press your space bar down, raise your hand and press your space bar down so that it's not all just like madness. Okay? Yes. Sherry, my niece Sherry Freed. How are you? Oh my goodness. I haven't, oh my God, that's my niece. I haven't seen her in like a long, long time. I remember bringing you onto the set of Zoobilee Zoo with your brother.
That's right. I got to see the cast of all of you guys filming Zoobilee Zoo.
Oh my gosh. Look at you. Wow, you look fantastic.
How old were you, Sherry?
I was 8.
Yeah.
And I'm not 8 anymore. I'm 42 right now.
Fantastic. Hey, who here is over 30? Raise your hand. All right. Who here has young Zoobaroos? Baby Zoobaroos. Do they watch Zoobilee Zoo? You
Gary.
too? Fantastic.
Yeah, Sherry.
You remember the outtakes you gave me?
Oh my goodness, of course. I still have them. And
I remember, and I only got to watch them when I was older.
well,
Hi, Adam
pretty filthy
McLaughlin.
ones, yeah.
Adam, do you have a question?
Oh, no. I just wanted to say hi, Stevie.
Hi, honey. Thanks for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Great to be here.
Oh, and let's give a thanks to Paul and Billy, who sort of managed things behind the scene to keep this all sane. Paul,
Thanks,
there's
Paul and Billy. Way to go. Thanks
Billy.
for your help.
They were.
I want to apologize. The way this worked, it didn't really work that well to bring people on one at a time. So I want to personally apologize to you for not getting your one-on-one time. But like Stevie and everyone has said, we'll try and make sure that you can get your questions answered in the fan
Billy,
page.
Can I just say something, Billy?
Yes.
Billy, can you hear me?
Yep.
Billy, can you hear me? And Gary, this is really terrific seeing everybody right now. And Gary, when you suggested people raise their hands and we pick them, and then we can hear them answer our question, then we can see everyone. And Billy's giving us a thumbs up. Can we just stay on for another 10 minutes and practice a couple more questions this way for our next one?
Oh, sure.
Anybody else who wants to raise their hand and ask a question, since we can see you now?
Billy, I think you did a
Del
great
Brown
job, and
does.
I really appreciate it, Billy.
Billy and Paul.
Although we're going to have to dock your pay on this one.
Yeah.
Michelle
And
Brown
Paul,
has a
Paul,
question
great to see you,
for us.
Paul.
Okay,
Thanks
Michelle.
for being here, Paul, and helping out too.
Michelle,
Michelle
what's your
Brown,
question?
can you hear me? I don't know if anybody can hear me, but I'm trying to ask Michelle Brown. She has a question.
I was just wondering, you had mentioned something about a group of fan group. Can you give out the information for that for those of us who aren't in it?
I will post it right now as things are carrying on. I'll post the link to the group, and you just ask to join, and I'll sign you up. Say you were at this Zoobilee Zoom, and I'll sign you up. I'll give it to you right now on the chat.
In the chat, by the way, you can click the file and save this chat. Everybody can. If they want to see the questions and the comments, I know I do. And it will have, if you put the link in, Stevie, it will also have the links. So that's a good thing to do. Everybody save the chat. Save the last chat for me. Who else has a question? We're only seeing...
I do, but I don't know if you can hear me, but you can't see me.
Oh, wait a minute. So,
Douglas.
Who's that?
Douglas, right beside you.
Only on your screen. Douglas. Okay, Douglas.
Yeah, can you see me at all?
No, but you know what? We can only see 49 at a time.
Okay.
And
That's
there's
fine.
like 70. There's 76 people in the. Oh, now 67 people in this chat.
Well, it's great to know the amount of people you guys had. But my question was, I actually have two questions. A very quick one is, Bill, how was your dam?
Get near your microphone.
Okay. Sorry, the first one was, Bill, how's your dam?
Sandy, unmute yourself, Sandy. Here we go.
You're muted, Sandy.
Here we go.
I had so much to say too. How my dam is fine, thank you. It asked about you.
Okay. I'd asked that in a group chat or in a Facebook thing. And my question was, how old were your characters when you played?
Get near the microphone. We lost that answer.
Sorry. How old were your characters you were playing?
Oh, I'm the oldest. Or Bravo's the oldest. I don't know. I think I might be older than him. Wiser. But I think you and I are about the same age.
Yeah.
Wazat was the youngest. Lookout was young teen. And then the four of us were kind of the adult Zoobles. Is that
Right.
close to right?
That's kind of
Lookout
right.
was
But I think
Lookout
I
was
had
about
the most-
12.
Yeah. Still.
Hello? Testing. Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello? Oh, hey. I just have a question for Gary.
Yes.
I seen you perform that one character. I'm trying to remember. I'm a young cub, so I don't know the name. He's a
Otto?
comedian.
The comedian.
Yeah, that's the one. Yes. What has he been doing lately? Because he's my favorite.
The comedian. You mean my partner Caleb Chung and I? We were comedy team.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were both on America's Funniest Videos.
America's
a while
Funniest
back.
Videos, we did. My partner Caleb, who I beat out for this job on Zoobilee Zoo, went in his garage and started building radio RC cars and became a toy designer at Mattel. And when he left Mattel, he invented a little toy called the Furby. And he's now a multi-millionaire, but he still speaks to me.
And he never writes and he never calls.
Thank you, sir.
That's true.
Anyone else?
Gary,
Yes,
can you hear
Dan,
me?
I see Dan raising his hand. Dan Hawkins.
Let's see.
Press your
I
space
can only
bar,
see
Dan.
9 people, but I'm thinking of all of you.
There you go.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't talking out of turn. What was your favorite piece of fan artwork from the fans when you received them, in the mail?
Oh,
I got a lot of different things. Wow, I have to go through my archives and kind of revive them all. They were all just very precious. I got some really cute letters. I got one letter from a fan, and it said, "Dear Bravo, I loved you in Lady Was That, where you dressed up like a lady to teach Was That to be a lady, and I loved you in Talkerella when you were the wicked stepmother, and I loved you as the Tooth Fairy. I have a question. Do you like dressing up like women?"
I was going through some of my Zoobilee Zoom memorabilia, and I have a lot of it, a pretty big collection. And I love all the fan art. I so appreciate it. One unique piece of fan art that someone sent me was a Lookout Bear needlepoint. Wow. And I still have it. I've never, I don't do needlepoint, but I have the, the pattern that somebody can needlepoint a Lookout Bear. It's really cool.
Oh,
neat.
Does anybody have any more questions?
I got one question, but I can't turn on my cam.
Yeah, I see that Summer can't get hers on
Paul,
either.
Paul Harder is raising his hand.
Hey, Paul.
Paul Harder,
Uh,
can you hear me?
yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Pretty fuzzy.
Okay, sorry. I had my mic off. So, Lookout was 12?
Lookout was around 12. I don't think any of us really
Young
decided
teen.
how old our character was. But as we developed the characters, we kind of got a feel for an age, although age was not important to any of us.
Well, that's a 12-year-old drive.
In Zoobilee Zoo.
Zoobilee Zoo?
Zoobilee Zoo, you can get your license when you're 5, 4.
Yeah, 5 years old. 5 years old. You get
In
your license.
Zoobilee years.
But that's about how old Lookout was. He loved adventure. He was like a Boy Scout, an adventurer, and and although he was in situations that maybe a 12-year-old wouldn't be, remember, Paul, Zoobilee Zoo is not a real place. It's fiction.
What?
It is.
A 12-year-old can drive in Zoobilee Zoo, Paul. Come on.
So,
Hey,
go
Paul,
ahead.
you've been really great. I really appreciate it, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul has interviewed a couple Zoobles now, and
Yeah, Paul has a podcast, and he's interviewed a few of the Zoobles, and he's a very good interviewer.
Yeah.
Listen, I
next.
feel. Go ahead, Sandy.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
you're
telling
next.
Paul, I'm next.
Yes.
You and me, Paul. You and me.
Yeah.
Got a lot to say.
So I see
No,
Leslie
no.
and Alan Rose are here. Hi, Leslie and Alan Rose. Hi, you guys.
And Leia's down there too.
Oh, Leia.
Hi.
Aw, and Ruthie Child is above her. And
there's
I
Ruthie
don't know on your
Child.
screen if you can
I
see you
a
guys,
lot
Leslie.
you post a lot on
And
the
I
fan
want you to
page.
know I spent how many years now? How many years have we been working on the animated Zoobilee Zoo, you guys?
9.
Can you unmute Ruthie there? Mute. Can
There
you?
she is.
There
Hi,
she
Ruthie.
is. Ruthie is in New Zealand right now. So what time is it in New Zealand, Ruthie? Can't hear you.
Hello, sorry, my dog just started barking.
What time is it? Are you ahead a day or something?
Oh, yeah, we're in Tuesday at the moment.
So cool.
How
And
is
it's,
it?
Yeah, it's midday.
So I just want you Zubaroos to know that Ruthie, who's talking, did all of the animation for the animated Zoobilee Zoo, which of course has, really got how many hits? I don't know, thousands right now on YouTube. There's a huge calling for it. And what's great is we can use the real actors. We can use all us guys, to do it. And Ben Vereen really wants to do it. And we've got a second episode, which I think you're working on, Ruthie. And so the reason I introduced Leslie and Alan Rose is that Leslie and I put together the writing of those 2 episodes. So we've all been working really hard, Leslie and Ruthie and I, and we have the next episode in the cooker now. And this next year is going to be the 35th anniversary since the debut of Zoobilee Zoo. So we're really hoping to get it out for next year. It takes a lot, doesn't it, Ruthie, to animate? And she's the single person who's doing it. She doesn't have a team or a company. She does every lip flap and everything.
Thanks, Ruthie.
Thanks, Ruthie. We all love your beautiful work. Colin Pittman said, that seemed old enough to cook Lookout some hot dogs in one episode. But in her defense, Colin, those hot dogs were horrible. almost not edible. And Wazat is a terrible cook. She does so many things great. Wazat cannot cook hot dogs.
I don't remember cooking hot dogs.
Oh, you brought me hot dogs, and I was feeding them to Crosby, remember?
Oh, Crosby.
Crosby didn't like them either.
I didn't know I cooked them. I forgot I cooked them.
I have a question. I have a question. Is it possible to get to me seeing all the people you're seeing? Because I see 9 people. It's like
press the little arrow on the side where it says half, so it'll go to the other half.
Yeah, there's no arrow on the side.
So
you know what I can do now?
Good.
Gary,
do what you can do.
Can you hear me?
I'm trying to.
I hear you.
There's 42 non-video participants.
We can hear you.
There's Ed Greenberg is talking.
Hey, Ed.
I just wanted to have a video, which from my end, I just wanted to say hello to my friends from Zoobilee Zoo.
Hey, Ed.
Hey.
So great to see you or hear from you.
Yes, well, I wish I could have a video, but something's not working, I guess. But in any case, this whole strange last few months time has become so elastic, and I feel like I'm in a time machine with you guys right now.
Yeah, same here.
So this is great. I have such fond memories of our working together.
Well, and for those of you who don't know, Ed Greenberg was a big part of all the character development. And Ed was like a coach, would work with us even before a scene, right, Ed? You'd go over the script with us. And
he helped give Ben Vereen his leopard moves.
That's right. Hey,
what
Ed,
what about Ben? I remember Ben so fondly. I'm sorry he's not here now.
Yeah. Ed, could you kind of quickly describe what your job was on Zoobilee Zoo and your experience and how much you loved working with me and what a pleasure I am to work with?
I'll start with that. Yes, Mike was wonderful to work with. That's all I remember. But,
who was your favorite?
Tell us what you did.
What I did was, my background is in improvisational theater, and that usually turns out to be comedy. But and Gary knows about this because Gary does.
I know Ed from the improv world, definitely.
Yeah.
And a lot of people know Ed from the movie Billy Jack. I remember seeing Ed.
Billy Jack.
Billy Jack. Yeah.
But what we did when you were talking earlier about creating the animalness of the characters, we did theater games and we did improv games. And when you guys were talking about how improvised and playful it was, even in the midst of all the
chaos.
I am happy to hear that because that's what I was there to do, is to bring you guys into a world that you created, but created as a playful world. So that's what we did through many, many theater games. And then once you were there, I would just run in and suggest a few adjustments, and it was great fun to see.
Ed, honestly, you were the very foundation of so much of our improv, And can somebody unmute Karen Hartman, please?
We're trying.
Karen is muted. I think Karen has to do it herself. Figure it out, Bird.
Karen,
figure it out.
Karen, at the bottom of your screen, you'll see a microphone with a line through it. Just click it.
By the way, to all the Zoobaroos out there, we still fondly refer to each other as animals. I call Sandy, hey, Beeve. I'll call him on the phone, hey, Beeve, hey, Bear.
Yeah,
and
I call him the bear.
and I call Louise the Roo, and
I love that.
Karen the bird.
And you're the bear.
Yeah, and Gary.
Gary, we call Gary because he's you know.
So, what would you guys like to hear? Do you want another Zoobilee? Like, this is chaos because we just wanted to say hello and get the kinks out. So, is there any suggestion of anything you kind of want to know for future shows? Do you want a future show? You want a future Zoobilee Zoom?
Yes.
Who's saying yes or raise your hand?
Yes.
That was Sandy. That was the beaver.
Maybe we could turn their mics up, or is there any way we could hear from people? Look, there's Sarah Barron saying yes.
Absolutely. I'm on David's scale.
Yeah, without a doubt. You can try and hit your space bar. Hit your space bar and see if that will unmute you. Like hold your
totally.
So you know, I actually got a little message from somebody saying they were already disappointed with today, and I'm like, that kills me because I don't want to ever disappoint you. But just so you know, we are trying to get the kinks out, and if you have any suggestions, we will do it. You know, so
I'd be honored to help with the script.
Leave it on water. Don't touch things. Don't move things. Okay.
Goodbye, guys. Great to see you.
Great to see you, Ed.
Bye,
Good to see you, Ed.
For joining us.
Zoobilee Zoom. Who's that with a low voice?
Yeah.
I hear somebody with a low voice.
Oh, wasn't me. It worked. Hey,
Where?
Stevie. Yeah, wasn't me.
I love hearing everybody. Of course, it's hard to distinguish who's talking.
Karen, did you hear Billy?
Do my video?
Billy said, "Touch your space bar, Karen."
people.
That might unmute you.
You have to continue holding it like a walkie-talkie.
Oh, when you talk, Karen,
there you go.
You're
Karen.
unmuted.
Hold it down. Hold it down and talk.
I'm talking now.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yay, we're in.
When do I let go? When do I let go?
When
You
finish
have to hold
talking.
it the whole time.
Hold
Sorry.
I have to hold this the whole time?
So
Only when you're talking.
So write us suggestions about what you'd like for the next show. Would you like to meet Sandy, for instance, who played Sandy? Would you like to, you know, I don't know, us to play an episode to start and then talk about that episode?
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
My friend Caleb said he'd like to come on.
Did you guys start this with a theme song?
We did, and we should play it again, Gary. Let's play the theme song, but let's play the right one, Gary. You played the old one. You didn't play the one.
Gary, that's
Although
why we
you-
get these bad comments.
That's right. Gary, we're docking your pay too. You and Billy,
Everything was
docking your
going
pay.
really well, so you did that opening theme song.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we
I
hear
hear
you.
you.
Here I am.
I
Hi.
hear you, Karen. Hi.
So it says that a lot of the videos have been disabled. Can we able the disabled people's videos? A lot of people are saying that right now.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Okay, before you do that anymore, I have been holding this house hostage, and there are two of us who are sequestered here, and I got to allow him to have part of the house again. I love you all. I'm going to say goodbye right now. I hope you all figure out things that we can do next time. And what a pleasure it is to see all of you, and what a pleasure it is to see you, Stacy. Thanks for showing up.
Sweetheart.
Thank you so much for doing this for us.
Love you all.
Love you,
Love you, Beeb.
Thank you.
Love you all, Beeb.
Don't ever change, Beeb.
I never liked him. Never liked him. I'm so glad he's gone.
So most of today was getting out the kinks, and obviously there's a lot of technical difficulties, but it's the joy of during this COVID. Is everybody
Everyone up.
okay, by the way? Is everybody hanging in there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think we all need to find
Absolutely.
masks with Zoobles, you know, like
That's a great idea.
the surgical masks for next time. That would be hilarious.
You'll
That'd be
receive 6
great.
delightful stickers featuring
So
your
let's
favorite Disney
make
albums.
an
That's
effort.
right. You get 3 albums, 81 songs, a big lyric book, and 6 colorful stickers. All for $14.95 for records or cassettes.
This has never happened to me.
Gary's looking into it. He has that look about him. So for those of you who is in the group, Who's in the group? The
I
Zoobilee
am.
Zoo group.
I'm
Okay.
still here.
Okay, if anybody is not in it, I did put it in the chat, but I'm going to tell you it's called, ready? The Real Zoobaroos of Zoobilee Zoo. Okay, again, The Real Zoobaroos of Zoobilee Zoo. So just ask to join and we'll all meet there and chat and you can tell us your ideas and blah, blah. But this has been so great to see you after all these years. 35 years we haven't seen you and you were babies.
Still muted.
Here's the music.
Oh, there I am.
The Superstars.
That's something else, Gary. I hope it's going to be like
recorded from
not
television.
X-rated or something.
Time for the fun to begin. Come along with us.
Wait, you guys did X-rated stuff?
Oh.
Zoobilee Zoom. Magic and wonder.
There it is, Gary, but it's, the sound isn't right. Can you do,
The bride and
yeah, welcome to Hey, you gotta do that.
Let's introduce the Zoobos to you. I'm Mayor Ben. I'm here.
Mayor Ben.
And I'm here to learn a helping hand.
I invent things on campus.
An adventure.
Kangaroo game was that? Puts music to it all.
And you will shout, "Bravo, bravo, what the God so has begun."
When you're in Zoobilee, Zoobilee Zoom, magic and wonder are waiting for you. So follow us now. Welcome to Zoobilee Zoom.
Welcome to Zoobilee Zoo.
Zoobaroo, just doing some practicing. See, I heard there was an opening in Zoobilee Zoo for someone who could sing.
Wasn't he fantastic? Now he.
Summer made it. Hi, Summer.
Where's the puppet? I see a puppet.
Hi, Summer.
Start my video. Okay.
Hi, David. Audouin.
Wow.
Oh, there's David.
1 minute, I'll get him. He's down here.
I'm still disabled.
I know what to do.
Hi, Nick T.
Over there.
There I am.
Hi, James Duffy.
Hello.
Oh, I don't like that.
Michelle Brown, you're muted. There's so many people muted.
Well, Zoobles and Zoobaroos, I have to head out myself. It's so great to see everyone.
Bye, Stacy.
Let me know if you do it again. I'd love to be a part of it.
Stacy,
love you
bet,
guys.
Stacy, love you. Bye.
On with Google Chat.
It's really getting tired.
I'm still disabled for some reason.
Oh, look at the kitty.
Hello, everybody.
Hi there. There's some big people coming on.
Oh, there I am. Like, hey, guys.
Hi.
Okay, there we go.
Hi there.
It's gone crazy. Hi. Hi.
So many people. I hear somebody talking, then I have to look on the screen, the postage stamp, and then I finally found this person.
Well, I can't believe you were all just little babies. You were all little babies when.
I think I might have been born around the time the show was ending, I think.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I lived on reruns.
You know what? We love you so much. We love you and we thank you so much for being in our life.
Born after I was born. I don't know. Kind of by accident. I don't know.
Hey, there's a little Zoobaroo.
My mom
saw
would record it if I was
Jen.
gonna.
I see your little Zoobaroo. Hi, Jen. Babies.
Hi, Jen.
years old now.
Oh, wow.
So great.
And we actually met you when we were little in
Maryland. Weren't we in Maryland?
Twice, yeah.
Was it? Yeah. I remember, Jen.
We met again in Baltimore in 2001, maybe.
Yep, at the Children's Science Museum or something in Baltimore.
At Port Discovery.
Port Discovery, yeah. I remember. You look exactly the same. You're just a little bit taller.
Alerle Benavides. Alerle Benavides. I can't say it. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
And Summer, Jen, when you were coming to see us at Wild World, Summer was also coming to see us. How many times, Summer? Did you come 3 times?
It was 3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah. And it was always so nice when we would go there and we would see you guys. Look forward
James
to seeing
Duffy.
you guys. And, yeah.
Hi, James Duffy. Hi, Zubaru's back there.
Say hi.
We're the Cockatoo crew.
Say hi. Say hi.
Oh, there's Jimmy.
He says
Hi, Jimmy. That's my grandson.
We're the Cockatoo crew.
My great-grandson and my granddaughter.
Hi, Brian Borowski.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Vincent.
Hi, Stevie.
Hi,
My friend
Jenny Sherrick.
This guy I've had for as long as I've been alive.
You got the
Oh, Douglas.
Well,
Liz. Hey.
What? Can I just say? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Hi. I just wanted to say thank you for being a special part of my childhood. I've always had you in my heart growing up and never forgot you. And then when I have kids one day, I plan on showing them every episode.
That's so sweet.
That's so nice.
Thank you for being a special part of my life.
I don't
You're
think
so
you need to
welcome,
thank,
Jen.
any of us. I think we really got all the great rewards. Just being able to be a part of Zoobilee Zoo and to share that love of Zoobilee Zoo with so many people. So I thank all of you.
Hi, Matthew Ingram. Hi, Billy Beck. Hi, Roxanne Kaplan. Hi, Matthew Ingram.
This is great to see all the faces.
Hi,
that I
Riley
see
Mitchell.
on the fan page.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Peter.
Gary, we can't hear you very
Hi.
well. Can you get a little closer to your mic, Gary?
Hey, Peter,
Grandma.
Beyond Dolilo. You have some nice artwork there. What am I
Gary,
saying? I
what
don't
were
know
you
why I
saying?
did that. Sorry.
Gary,
I forgot.
Nice.
I just said it was nice to be a part of everybody's childhood, and it's nice to see everybody's putting faces to the names that I've seen on the fan pages.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll see you in 4.
Hi, Nick T.
4 more Mondays.
Hello there.
4 more Mondays is what date?
4 more Mondays.
Hi, Katie Kratz. Hi, Katie Kratz.
Hold on, let me look. June 29th, I believe.
I feel like the romper room, you know?
29.
Yes,
It's really cool to hear you guys
Hi,
say my
Vincent
name.
Fellew. Hi, Vincent Fellew. Hi.
everybody say it.
Hi, Vincent Fellew.
Jenny.
Hi, Andrew.
I haven't copied them at
Hi.
In the Brady Bunch.
Hi, Carolyn Biondoli. Hi.
Carolyn.
Hi.
It really is. It's Romper, Stomper, Bomper, Boo.
Yeah.
I was disappointed they never said my name.
Well, we'll say it. Hi, Douglas.
Hi, Douglas. Hi, Carolyn Biondoli again. And Kim D. Hi. Kim D. and Sergio's phone. Hi, Sergio.
Douglas, maybe if you had a beard like that.
D, I see the top of your head.
Dan Hawkins.
I see you now.
In the back seat.
Jamie
Mike, you
Schmidt,
didn't know
Adam
I'm
McLaughlin.
Canadian. We come out of the ice, break through the ice with the full beard.
It looks great. And I'm telling you, if you had that beard when you were 5, they would have said your name on
Hi, Jen.
And also, it's all natural.
There's Jen's
it
iPhone.
looks great.
Hi, Grandma.
Michelle Brown. Brian
Hi, Angela Campbell.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Angela Campbell. Hi.
Can anyone hear me? Hi, Brian.
So good to talk to you.
Oh, honey, so great. I love your background. It's very cool.
I put that for school. I had to
Wow,
leave.
I have to
and-
scroll through 2 pages. There's so many people here.
I know. How many people were on tonight?
At its maximum, we had 79 people.
No, I saw 99.
99?
That was the year I was born.
79?
Wow.
That was the year I was born, too.
1976 for me.
1985 here.
1984.
1992.
1976.
Okay, great. Now I'm feeling old.
What are you holding? What is that?
My birthday is
Oh,
this month,
picture
so-
with you and Van Gogh. That's great.
From
Wild World, Peter? That looks great. That's
wow.
1988.
Yeah, that's
That's
Jimmy
super cool.
and Rose and Jamie. These are my grandchildren.
Well, yeah, man. Our daughter, our 8-year-old daughter, sings Zoobilee Zoo all the time.
Oh, really?
Oh gosh, yeah, oh yeah.
And that's the crazy
And
part
why is
I
that?
can
Do you
still
watch
sing all
it?
the songs.
Do you watch it on ZooTube with her, or?
Oh, she gets on the YouTube. She gets on YouTube and finds these episodes, and she watches them in the car. And
It's truly
she knows the
timeless,
song.
isn't it? It's truly timeless. It doesn't matter when. You know, it's the same lessons. It's
Right.
music
and
is
it's so
good.
colorful, and it's entertaining,
Yes.
and it's dancing and singing. It's
They just don't do many shows where people dress up. You know, they don't do many
Yeah.
shows like that anymore, and they're such a great.
yeah, it's all animated now, so it's not.
Never had to worry about anything bad. It just ain't the same anymore.
Yeah,
So if we
animation's
got
a little
dressed
less
up in
relatable.
costumes again, do you think you could buy it? I'll be honest.
I know I would.
I could buy it.
Definitely would.
That would be, oh
It
yes.
would be 30-something-year-olds, but yes.
Well, what if we were the Zoobilee Zoomers or something?
Yes.
We're the baby zoomers.
Yeah.
What you say, Zoobilee?
Well,
Hi, Megan.
Absolutely.
Hi, baby. Aw. Costumes and do a Zoom show and call it Zoobilee Zoom. It looks like
That's a
you're
great
actually in the
idea.
show, but it's on TV.
I think this guy's onto something.
I think he could produce.
Zoobilee Zoom
You know,
90210.
we need young people's feedback. Yeah. Well,
I actually feel like very old right now for this show because my birthday is actually in a few weeks, so on the 14th. So I'm probably.
Happy birthday, Joe. Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday, man.
Happy birthday. Zoobilee, thank you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you guys. Thank
hi,
you.
Zachary.
Hi.
Hi,
birthday.
honey. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. So I see your name all the time.
My name?
Don't you? Are you in the group?
My birthday is June 22nd, and I love gifts.
Happy
birthday!
Where do we send them
happy
to?
birthday. Happy birthday.
So do we all have to get presents for Karen?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
And the more expensive, the better.
like it.
Nothing
I'm a
cheap.
little low on money to get gifts, but maybe if I could sell my foot, I could probably get enough money. Hello.
Hi, beautiful. So I just want to know, have we helped? Huh? What, Karen?
My great granddaughter.
Oh.
Wow.
Great granddaughter.
Oh my God.
Wow.
There's another one. Here comes another one.
Look at
Wow. So great, Karen. Well done,
Did
Karen.
those-
Karen.
I was very
Little-
busy.
Did those cute little girls hatch out of little eggs, little birdie eggs?
They were my bird eggs. I laid them about 6, 7 years ago. And I sat on them, and they wanted me to get off them.
Baba.
That's how you keep them warm, right?
Come on, better up.
You know, I'm
Here comes another one.
Here's
Here comes another bird.
Look at the critter. This is another one.
Wow.
That's
What a nest of kids.
That's what's your name? No, that's Bubba. That's Bubba. Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Hi, Nathaniel.
Yeah, and there's
He's
more.
ready to play.
That's Juliet, Maya, Nathaniel, and Jordan.
Hi, Nathaniel.
Ashley, Nathaniel, say hi to the people.
Hi, Nick T.
Hello. Zoobilee Zoom.
Please do.
Can I just say one thing, guys?
Yes.
Okay, what I wanted to just say is, even today, at 36 years old, I watch all the episodes and things like that. But the big thing for me is when the theme song begins, near the middle, when the chords rise and get into progress, I start crying because I get so excited, because it reminds me of a happier place.
I feel the same as you. It is a happy place for me to run the group. It's an amazing place for me too, Megan, and I love hearing from you, Megan.
Me too.
You've been
me as well.
Don't you, Megan? You know.
Karen,
Yes.
you had briefly asked earlier if, I think it was along the lines of, you were wondering if this has helped any of us when we were younger.
Yes.
Even just doing this now has really lifted my spirits.
That's so great.
That's great to hear.
That's all we wanted to do.
And I also love how everyone is taking their turn to speak, too, even though we have a large group.
That's because we all learned manners from the show.
See, it did make a difference.
So we're kind of we're an extended family.
So do you
Extended
think,
family.
Douglas, that with what's going on today, that this is something just for moments that could bring us out of what's going on with diseases, with germs, with riots, with whatever thing, that we can just do this one thing to make people happy?
Of course,
that's
absolutely.
What I live for, really.
I've been looking forward to this all month.
Thanks, Matt.
Even though at the beginning I had problems with my computers and I became 20 minutes late.
That's okay.
Well, Douglas, just so you know that when we were all on for the hour, we couldn't see or hear anybody anyway. So it wasn't like, you didn't miss too much. We were just
Hi, Kim D.
Jim jabbing and having a good time. But I'm glad you're here now, and it's so nice of you to say how it's made you feel, and I appreciate that.
I've recorded the whole thing, and I'll put it up either on YouTube or some platform and give everyone a link.
All the kids are up.
I gotta show my family.
Yeah, Joe.
So, what was your favorite part of today? Was it when we were all talking together or one at a time? Or what was the easiest part of today?
I liked when you were all talking.
I did too, even though it was crazy.
It was hard for me to think.
Where are my kids? There they are. Hi, sweetheart. Hello,
Thank you,
Subaru.
Angela.
Hello, Mr. Cockatoo.
This is me. Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mr. Cockatoo.
Nice to see you.
Yes,
Yeah, somebody said here you guys see.
Mark, can you hear me, Mark?
I can. I'd like to know.
Did you get your question answered? Is Cockatoo available? Did you hear my answer?
I did. There was another question.
We're getting a lot of different noise.
There's a lot of noise, Billy.
It's not. I think it's somebody's microphone.
I can't see where it's coming from.
I think it's my grandson, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
There.
It stopped, whoever that was.
Okay. I wonder who that was.
Don't worry about it.
I think Nick T was doing it accidentally.
Oh.
So we should probably go soon because
Yeah.
it's almost 2 hours and it's going to be hard to put it all up.
Fun.
It was so
just
great.
another hour.
We'll be in touch. It's not going to be 30 years till we see you again. Promise.
Yeah,
And again,
probably
you
another
know,
month, and then we'll do it again. And this has been really
better.
delightful. I got
Yeah.
to see some
I think
old faces.
I think
and
Angela
friends.
wants to say something. Angela?
When I was a kid, my parents sat me in front of the TV so they didn't have to bother with me because my childhood pretty much sucked. And I just want to say thank you to all of you because you all raised me. And be a decent human being.
Thank you.
Sarah, if it means anything, I had the same childhood, and TV inspired me to be an actor, and I'm so glad that I could be part of your childhood.
Me too, Angela.
Angela, are you on the group?
I actually I applied. I'm waiting on approval.
Oh, well, I don't know why you didn't get accepted, but please apply again, and
It may
I
have
will
been-
accept you.
It may have been a ding on her credit. Did you run her credit?
Yeah, the questions are, like just for me to make sure you really know the show. And so, but you should get in the group and be in touch with us all the time because you are our child. You are our child. You're my child. I didn't have children, and I love you so much.
I have
Katie,
children.
you wanted to say something? Katie Kratz?
I just wanted to thank you guys. I mean, you guys just really shaped my childhood, like all of us. You guys are just amazing.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
That means so much to us during this time too, just to reach out. And I think it was Karen's idea to do this in the very beginning. Karen got in touch with us and said, we got to reach out and touch. I just feel we got to connect at this time to the Zoobilees. And then that's kind of started everything.
She is a very bright bird.
Pretty bird.
She felt it. She felt it. And then Gary did the hard work of doing it. And I was just a big mouth and spread the word, and you did too. You helped me.
You're what they call a connector, Stevie.
I'm the
you
connector.
kept the link.
And I love
going.
doing that.
Yeah.
She's an Emmy Award winning
animation voice director, and we're still working on that.
And boss.
And we're working on that.
And before we sign off, I'd just like to say how great it is to see here some of you who we have met in person. And even when you were little kids, we met you, and now we get to see you again. It means so much to me. And for those of you who we've never met in person, just the fact that you love Zoobilee Zoo brings us together. We are all connected because of this beautiful show, Zoobilee Zoo, that we love as a cast. And it's so nice that you do too. And we all share that together. So I'm honored to be part of this. Thank you. Also.
And I think we should just say that we will be back. And I hope we're
I'm Matthew Ingram.
In 4 weeks. And that's June 29th. My birthday's the 22nd. So
yeah, we know. Happy birthday. Everybody's sending you a present.
And my birthday's September 8th.
Gigi.
Mine's December 19th.
Let's send them all birthday
another
cards.
Virgo.
Here's your gift.
All right,
So
everybody.
the thing is, I hate saying goodbye because we're all family and we're all isolated and we're going through craziness, but we're all connected, and that's what we need to remember.
Right.
Been an honor.
Oh, listen. Go ahead.
Thank you, Riley. It was an honor for us too. Me too. Oh, all of us. That goes to all of us. So take care in your isolation, and know you're not alone, everybody. And we'll see you on the group, and we'll let you know when the next one is and ideas.